Hello to the chicos and the chicas. Today is Inside My Head Day again, so we are going to discuss my thought process as we play against Adonis Redouble. There's a missing vowel there, no matter what you wanted to say, buddy. I know because I feel like Adonis too, so yeah. Anyway, jokes aside, yeah, so 1500 on the menu seemingly is going to be a Rui Lopez, or as we like to call it, the Spanish. And let's see what it will bring. I changed the time control of Inside My Heads from 10.0 to 10.5 because even 10.0 yielded insufficient time for me sometimes to explain the thought process. I'm gonna go for a funky line here. I hope that you guys are going to enjoy this a little detour. Bugger, I was hoping they would take. I wanted to show you the queen d4 line. I mean, objectively speaking, c4 is great here. Bishop takes is what he wants to do. And then knight c3, knight f6, de, knight e4. Yeah, I can't get back into that line that I wanted with ed queen d4. That's a pity, I really wanted that. Okay, so what we're going to do is now we're going to push into d5 and we are going to go into a King's Indian structure. Excuse me. And I'm going to actually play c4 without taking d7. The reason for that is the fact that if he chooses to take, after cb5, I will have a very firm grip on the c6 square, making the c6 break impossible and offering me a very sweet target in shape of the pawn on c7. And so now I provoked them to force me to take. And here now we are going to employ another cute trickery. So the immediate f5 here is not threatened because of knight g5. And I may be able to exploit that thing, that motif, with a clever move order, which would be bishop e3. But then after knight f6, knight c3, I don't have an adequate answer to bishop, knight g4. So let's just develop normally. f5 is met by knight g5. If they play h6, I will start thinking about what to do. c5 is pending, because they can never take due to the recapture here. And knight f6 is the regular stuff, which will take us back into, like I said, some kind of a King's Indian setup with g6, bishop g7. The big difference being that the light squared bishops are traded off, which definitely favors us in this structure, because the pawns are blockaded on black. So this bishop here is tragically bad. Now c5 was played with the hope and attempt to close the entire queen side, and I'm thinking whether I should engage with this or not. Yeah, I'm going to play a3 here with the idea of playing b4 right away. The reason why I didn't castle first is because I'm going to pursue a queenside plan, which often leads to black trying to do things on the other side, and I didn't want to offer a target at all. I immediately want to jump onto my plan, which also makes life a little bit difficult for black because they are behind in development. And for example, right now bishop g7 or bishop e6 would be very effectively met by take, and e5 would have been hanging. Now rook b1 is my number one candidate here, with the idea of a penetration on b6. That said, knight a4 looks enticing too. Queen c7, take. I don't. Yeah, there are a few tactical ideas here in the air already. Okay, let's take this, forcing them to take this way, because obviously this is no bueno. And after BC, we are going to grab the file and we're going to go in right away. And now we have got another benefit, by the way, of not developing the c1 bishop too soon, and that is the fact that black in this structure very often wants to play bishop h6. Because as I said, it is their bad bishop, and so they want to be rid of it. And after bishop h6, I might just go like... yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say that for one thing I can do is to take when the knight on h6 is a complete lemon, and it needs to be rerouted. Ooh. Okay, so here is another idea that was going through my head. Let's say I play in this position rook b3. If they play bishop h6, I can take it, they take back, and I play queen b1, and I'm threatening to penetrate on b7. Now that can be dealt with rook a7 though, so that's still not the end of the world. But the way how he's playing it, yeah. I feel that I'm being provoked. If I go queen a4, takes, knight f6, and then this one is hanging a little bit awkwardly. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with this gut instinct, move rook b3, and we'll take it from there. Because I have a strong feeling that this is coming. By the way, for a 1500, he's playing pretty good chess. I must say that for a 1500, this is pretty solid. Rook b3 may have been shaky, I don't know. I'm not exactly stoked with this move of mine. Yeah. I don't know. Knight f6. I don't know if I want to go bishop g5 there. It's an interesting proposition. Let's say bishop g7, queen b1, rook a7, castles, castles. Okay. So he doesn't want bishop h6. Which now, interestingly, opens up another line of inquiry for me, which is to play h4 or not. Probably not. But it would be an interesting idea for sure. So naturally I would want bishop e3, but after knight f6, knight g4 is a bit of an issue. Yeah, I'm gonna go bishop g5. I want to be provocative as well. Like, why is he the only one who can be a little bit provocative? Oh, that was a huge win. Unless this comes. Yeah, I celebrated that soon. Because now he might be able to get rid of with that bishop. Because I was gonna say that if he has to drop back, then of course after, yeah, I just gained an extra move. But I didn't consider bishop d8 at all, which of course is strategically speaking the right thing to do for black. Having said that, I can just castle out of it, and after bishop a5, I can technically reroute the knight. When the bishop on a5 is, well, not exactly optimally placed. Yeah, this is a very fascinating scenario. Bishop d8 is now their only move. There's no question about that. So, yeah, I don't know if I will castle against it, and after bishop a5 just dodge the trade altogether. When all of a sudden a knight removal followed by f4 would blast the position open to our favor because black's piece is at 7,000 miles away from e5. Yeah, I kind of like that actually. I kind of do. That looks ugly. That is a very ugly move. Yeah, that was the first 1500 level move he played in the entire game. And knight c8, but that I didn't exploit at all. But that is just horrid. Because now the pieces are just treading on each other's toes. Yeah, I'm just going to go for broke now. Queen b1, rook a7, castles, castles, queen b2, double up, and the kingside play is just 7,000 years late. Yeah, this is now really bad. Really, really bad. Bishop d8 was a complete no-brainer here to reroute the bishop here and try to trade it off. What? Queen c7. Really? Okay. Alright, I really don't understand this. Because after queen a5, I will have queen b3 and then bishop d2 and all kinds of dirty knight jumps. Yeah, that was very weird. Again, yeah, now it seems like the wheels are falling off. Rook a7 was expected. Rook a7 was expected, and then, yeah, it would have taken me a little longer to penetrate on the b file. Nonetheless, I would have done it. When, again, all the miners are miserably placed. Absolutely horrendously. In particular, the knight on c8. I mean, if you imagine that I triple up on the b, I then penetrate, we then trade everything off, and then I have a rook on b7, this knight has no legal moves. That's unbelievable. And in fact, neither does this if he's castled, right? Like, nowhere to go. Like, they have got 2 knights with 0 squares available for the 2 of them. That's like a world record. And we are not too far off of that scenario now either, because although this is possible, but it's definitely not desired. And same goes for knight e7. So that's why I told you that this whole setup for black was just horrid. Because the minor pieces now are really, really struggling. Maybe rook a7 is still best here. Maybe instead of castles I needed to be bishop d2 so that rook a7 would have been met by knight b5. I played it a bit too fast. But I reckon after rook a7 I have rook b8, and then again the c8 knight is unable to move because of the e7 knight, and the e7 knight also is unable to move due to multiple factors. So now I'm just gonna carry on with the plan. So after bishop d2, queen d8, another penetration point is d7. Quite amazingly. I mean, how often do you hear that we penetrate the black position on d7 when the only piece that has been traded off is the light squared bishop? So the way we do it is queen a4. After which, quite amazingly, by the way, rook d7 is actually a queen trap. d8 queen trapped by rook d7 on move 22. World record? Yep, so he dodged that bullet for the time being. Now the c8 knight is not only is the c8 knight completely dominated, but it also is now pinned to the e8 rook. So now kudos to e8, rook e8. Oh boy. Oh, this is not pretty. This is not pretty. Still, converting it is going to be ooh, now watch your queen, buddy. Hello? What's gonna happen here? Any random knight move now traps the queen, right? Oh boy, this is just a positional torture. Absolute torture. I reckon he's gonna go back. Actually, he can't, because knight b5 then wins the exchange. So maybe rook d7. Oh my. What a position. And then if he goes rook d7, I will go knight here. And if queen c7, then queen a4 with the idea of bishop a5. Oh man, it never rains, it pours, right? I'm having too much fun with this. I'm having too much fun. Unfortunately now he just fell apart and blundered the game away. But yeah, unfortunate. But he would have lost the whole rook with queen d8 because it's pinned as well. So now he just resigned because he hung the rook. Alright, let's have a look at this. Just very briefly because I don't feel like... Actually, let's have a review first. Because why not? Oh! Hello? Hello? Let me show you what I can see, ladies. 89, which is nothing to write home about, but 0 mistakes, 0 misses, 0 blunders is definitely good news. I played 4 inaccurate moves, which is a few too many, but that's not too bad. So let's have a look what happened. So all G. Yeah, C4 was one of them. It's a hobby horse of mine. It says it's not best. Bishop D7 is best. I think C6, Bishop A4 is some kind of a line where, yeah, black is not necessarily too badly off. But that's okay. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Yeah, C5 was bad. I thought it was. Maybe he wanted me to take. No. A4. Oh, is it to gain space with A5 and then B4? Yeah, I suppose. I like my B4 idea. Yeah, B4. And tuck was bad. Knight A4. What? Wow, check this out. Knight a4, queen c7, knight b6. Wins for white because of this check. Hello? And then the engine just casually says knight g5 and then bishop d2. Sorry, bro, I'm not good enough for this. Insane. That is so beautiful. And we just blast the position apart with rook b1. That is so remarkably beautiful. Wow, that is lovely chess, guys. Oh my god. And what if knight c8, though? Then we have bcb. I looked at this sack during the game, but very briefly, I didn't realize the main point of it, which was, of course, that after 95, the check is going to be terminal. Oh man, that would have been a fun game. Baga! Baga! Okay, now I understand why BC was botched. Rook b3 was not optimal either. Castles was best. Yeah, I wasn't sure about that. Bishop g5 was good. I like that move. It's a very cheeky one. Bishop f6, bishop back. Knight e7 is good. Hello? How is that good? Queen c7 best. No, bishop d8 was best, bro. Definitely bishop d8, knight f6, and then bishop a5. Okay, so knight e7, and now this is just absolute carnage. Have I played any more inaccurate moves? Yeah, the next one up. Okay, what is it? What? Take? No way. Take, bishop d2. Oh yeah, queen b7 is gonna sting big time. Okay, fair enough. That's a huge edge, but so is this. And now it is all over. Yeah. Yeah, this is all over, Red Rover. Alright, well, that was a nice positional effort by us. Unfortunately, our opponent fell apart, yeah, with bishop f6. It would have been interesting to see a game after knight f6, I suspect, when the plan would have been castles, queen b1. I thought that rook a7 was forced here, and now the engine agrees. And my plan here was queen b2 and rook across, and then penetration on the b file with a tremendous position where we are dominating the board on the queen side, and black has nothing, no play whatsoever to report on. on the king side. So yeah, that was it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed it. This is going to be it for the next Inside My Head episode. And I think my next video is going to be a banger. If I manage to record it, if I get around recording it soon, we will revisit the idea of tactics and why people keep on missing tactics. An evergreen topic, and I have got a few new things to say, so stay tuned, guys. Thank you very much for watching this one. Please don't forget to sub, to like, to follow me, and please you can even super thank me if you like. Thank you for all those lovely people who are sending me super thanks, which is essentially basically paying for my content through YouTube. So thank you so much once again. Occasionally I do miss the odd one, so I would like to express my greatest gratitude. Stay tuned, guys. I'll be back with the next one soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.